In today's world, many behaviors are accepted without much reflection on their deeper effects on our mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Masturbation is one such habit. While society often insists it is harmless, a Stoic mindset encourages us to question, what are the unseen costs? How does this habit fit into my pursuit of self-discipline and mastery? In this video, we will uncover the hidden consequences of excessive masturbation, drawing on both philosophical insights and scientific findings from a Stoic perspective. The path to a fulfilled life lies in the pursuit of self-mastery. While masturbation is a natural act, it can easily become a distraction from the higher goal of self-control. The Stoics taught that indulging in fleeting pleasures can cloud our judgment and weaken our willpower. Each time we give in to immediate gratification, we undermine our ability to stay focused on long-term goals, diminishing our potential for growth and success. The Stoics recognize that true happiness is not found in external pleasures, but in cultivating inner peace and aligning with our rational nature. From a philosophical perspective, this behavior may be seen as a form of weakness, an avoidance of the discomfort that comes with delaying gratification. The Stoics believe that real strength is not found in chasing pleasure or avoiding discomfort, but in cultivating self-control and mastering our impulses. A Stoic individual would ask, does this action bring me closer to virtue, or does it take me further from it? Every decision, no matter how small, should be a deliberate step toward becoming the best version of ourselves. Indulging in fleeting desires only detracts from this journey. On a physiological level, excessive masturbation carries its own consequences. Research has shown that frequent indulgence can lead to an imbalance in dopamine, the brain's reward neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure, motivation, and reinforcement of behavior. Engaging in pleasurable activities too often can desensitize the brain, meaning that greater stimulation is required to achieve the same level of satisfaction. Over time, this can reduce motivation and impair one's ability to maintain focus and drive. The body's natural energy, which could be channeled into productive endeavors, is depleted, leaving us feeling lethargic and disconnected from our larger purpose. Instead of feeling invigorated to chase our ambitions, we may find ourselves feeling empty and aimless, trapped in a cycle of temporary pleasure that ultimately fails to satisfy. Additionally, constant indulgence may foster feelings of guilt or shame. Even if society normalizes this behavior, deep down, one may feel conflicted, affecting emotional well-being. This internal conflict can lead to stress, lower emotional resilience, and gradually erode self-confidence. When our actions do not align with our core values and aspirations, we create internal turmoil. The Stoics, however, emphasize the importance of living in harmony with our true nature, free from self-inflicted suffering and regret. They taught that wisdom lies in knowing when to act and when to exercise restraint, and that living in alignment with our values fosters peace of mind. So, how can a Stoic resist this temptation? The first step is awareness, recognizing when the urge arises and taking a moment to question it. Does this serve my highest good? Is this aligned with my values and aspirations? In moments of temptation, pause and ask yourself, what would a person of virtue do? This is not about self-judgment, but about taking control of your actions and redirecting your energy towards something meaningful. Replacing the urge with constructive activities, such as exercise, creative projects, or learning, allows us to transform that energy into personal growth. Redirecting our focus towards productive endeavors strengthens our discipline and brings us closer to our highest self. Building new habits takes time, but the Stoics valued progress over perfection. The key is consistency. Even when setbacks occur, self-compassion, rather than self-criticism, is essential. It's about creating a space for self-reflection, learning from mistakes, and continuing to move forward. Every challenge presents an opportunity for growth. Each decision we make either strengthens or weakens our character. The Stoic approach is not about perfection or guilt, but about making conscious choices that help us become the best versions of ourselves. Excessive masturbation, like any indulgence, is not inherently wrong, but when it turns into a distraction from our greater mission, it holds us back. By applying self-discipline, we reclaim control over our desires and focus on what truly matters. We shift from living reactively to living intentionally, aligning with our highest aspirations. The Stoics viewed pleasure not as something to be avoided entirely, but as something to be enjoyed in moderation. True greatness, they believed, comes from understanding pleasure and maintaining control over it. When we allow ourselves to be ruled by our desires, we lose inner peace, something Stoicism values deeply. A real-life example of overcoming the struggle. I know someone who dealt with compulsive masturbation, constantly seeking temporary pleasure only to feel emotionally drained afterward. By embracing Stoic principles and practicing self-control, they regained their confidence and inner peace, ultimately transforming their life.